Okay, well, this is Anthony Kaiser for part 2 of this Librarian in Exile presentation on how to get some of our basic resources at the UCM library. Again, back to the homepage, library.ucmo.edu. And this time we're going to look for ebooks, since print books are going to be a little bit hard to get a hold of right now. We do have a lot of ebooks that you can access from our homepage, and a lot of our database providers have actually opened up their collection for the next month or so. So we actually have quite a few options. So one of our ebook databases, if we go to Browse Databases and then click on E here, it's eBook Central. And it's just a ProQuest platform, but we also have the ebook collection, which is the EBSCO platform. And it works in a very similar fashion to this ProQuest platform. So I'm going to click into that. And I'll have the ability to search the ebook collection, or I can browse subjects in the collection. I'm just going to do that. As you can see, there are lots of different subjects. So I'll just pick language and linguistics. And I see that there are almost 8,000 books available in language and linguistics. So searching is probably going to be more useful to you as you try to find books on a topic. But if you just like browsing like I do, this would be a way to go about searching the book. So I'm just going to grab any old book here, Language Variety in the South. Let's see. So on this page, what I'm looking for is any sort of information about the access. So this book is unlimited access to this book, so everybody can look at it, as many people as possible. Some books have more limited access, depending. So just keep an eye on this. And then you can see, if you scroll down, the table of contents for this book, and we can click into, let's just say we want to look at part 1. We'll open up part 1 and we can read the book here. It's probably better just to read the book on your laptop or phone if you're searching from there, rather than to try to download it, because downloading a book can be more complicated. But if you wanted to download a chapter, as you can see that this will allow for 66 pages to be downloaded as a PDF, and you can print 132 pages if you want. So if you really wanted to do that, you could, let's say, now it's a full download, and that's, if you wanted to do a full download, it would walk you through that process, because there's other things you might need, like Adobe Digital Editions. So, but if you just wanted to get the current chapter, since it's open to everybody right now, I didn't even have to sign in. Sometimes you may have to sign in, but it's been saved down here. So that's relatively simple. I think that's just the features they've added for, oh, I am actually signed in, sorry. So you might have to create an account, and it kicked me all the way back out. So I have to go back in, but this is good so you can see it. So it signed me in automatically again. So you may have to, I would go click on the sign in here and actually create a personal account in this. That'll make life a lot easier as far as saving material and downloading it if you want it. But if you're just interested in reading it online, you really won't have to worry about that part of the process. So let's just go back into this database. Again, I can read it online. It would just open up the book. But one interesting thing when you have the book is you can search within the book. Now, a lot of people are intimidated by books because they think they have to read the whole thing. But in a research situation, especially with academic books, it's not always necessary to read the whole book. You might just need to read a chapter or a section of the book. And one way that you can figure out what part of the book you would need to read is to look at the table of contents. So look at the chapter headings, see what the chapters are about. Sometimes, let's see if this one does, sometimes you'll have a preface or an introduction, and sometimes in those introductions they will explain what each part of or each essay is about, or what's going to be talked about. But another thing you can do with these ebooks is you can search within the book. So let me just see, since we're doing English in the South, I'm just going to try, let's try slave. So slave appears 38 times in this book. If I can click, we can see over here lots of talk about slave narratives. So this is a quick way to search through the book, see if they have a person or a particular topic that you happen to be researching, and then you can track down that page and read that section of the book. So it's really handy. Books typically do have these indexes at the end, but they're, searching for only the terms, or showing you the terms that the author thinks is important for you to know. In this case, you can use your own terminology and see if the book has anything on that. So that's ebooks pretty much in a simple form. Like I said, the EBSCO ebook database, the ebook collection works in a very similar fashion. Again, downloading the book is probably not necessary, so you don't really have to worry about that. As long as you have a computer that's on the internet, and you should be able to view these and read them on your laptop or phone or iPad or whatever you're using. But certainly if you have any questions about it, or you do want to do something more complex, I can be reached at my email, which is just akaiser, AKAISER, @ucmo.edu. And we can do some more complicated things with the ebooks if you need to. But what I've shown you here should get the job done. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to get in touch with me, and I'll be glad to help you out, because I have plenty of time on my hands to do so. So good luck with your research, and don't be a stranger. Thanks.